Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Casey, and today I'm going to cover IRAs with you. If you're not familiar with what an IRA is, it's a tool used for retirement. This is for the long-term approach, so just to let you know before we get started, this is more for long-term. So for people who are looking to just make quick returns and stuff like that, this video really isn't dedicated towards that. Now, I'm going to go over some of the pros and cons with IRAs, specifically, what advantages you would have as you're investing in one of these, and what the disadvantages would be as well. So, getting started here, this is actually an account or an financial instrument that I'm using right now for my retirement, and there's two different types of IRAs, okay? There's a traditional, and then there's also the excuse me here. There's also the Roth IRA. Okay, I'm just gonna cover the traditional IRA today. We'll cover the Roth IRA in a different video. But moving forward here, the traditional IRA, we'll go ahead and cover the benefits first, and then we'll switch over to the disadvantages or the cons. So the pros for a traditional IRA, the biggest one, and this is one of the biggest loopholes that is out there for building wealth and financial freedom, trying to achieve that financial freedom. One of the biggest loopholes is with, at least specifically with IRAs and traditional IRAs, Roth IRAs, your money's not taxed up front. Okay. So basically what this means is you're opening an account that is protection against the IRS, so they can't tax it, okay? Not up front. Now, here's the kicker though, and this is one of the disadvantages for IRAs, and again, this is why they're long-term. You can't withdraw your money from that account until 1 year after the age of 59 and a half. Okay, now they say 59 and a half, but if you go out there and you look in Google and you dig a little deeper, you'll find out people who withdraw at 59 and a half usually end up paying some tax on it, and normally they'll get some type of a penalty fee involved as well for withdrawing early. Even though it says 59 and a half, the rule here is to wait a year after and then withdraw. And I'm not sure exactly why they do that, but I was doing some research the other day on Google, and I found out that if you withdraw your IRA early or right at the age that they say, you're actually going to get a penalty for withdrawing early. Okay, so just remember that. So the money's not taxed up front. It's tax deferred money while it's in the account. Okay. Now, for instance, let me just cover this real quick. If you buy and sell stocks in the account, as long as those are C corporations, you shouldn't get taxed on it whatsoever for like capital gains tax that you would normally pay. I'm going to provide a link where I'm getting this information in the comments below or in the description. So if you want to, you can check that out for yourself. There's a lot of information in there as far as what to look for tax breaks and what they offer as far as tax protection. Okay, so I'm just covering the basics here. If you click in the link in the description below here, you're gonna find there's a whole lot more to it. But I'm just trying to keep this video short, okay, and explain the basics for you here. So it's tax deferred while it's in the account. The beautiful thing about that though, again, is if you're selling stock in your account, it's not taxed. Any distributions that you would get, like off of dividends from stocks that you've invested in, those are going to be tax deferred as well. Therefore, you're keeping more of your money, and more of your money is working for you. You don't have to give it over to the IRS right away. Okay, so this helps build wealth faster, much faster than what you would if you were to, say, open an individual account with a broker and start doing some day trading and stuff like that. All right. Another thing is it's the deduction on taxes at the end of the year. You can actually use deductions at the end of the year for tax purposes, with the IRA. Again, you're going to have to check some of this out in the links that I provide, because I'm not going to go into detail, the nuts and bolts of how that works. The other pro here is it can be transferred to a Roth IRA without being taxed. Okay? Now, personally for myself, I went with the IRA traditional for the time being, and the reason why was because, I was able to keep more of my money up front. Okay? And we'll explain why the traditional's a little bit different than the Roth IRA. The Roth IRA, okay, you're not keeping your money up front. All right, so when you initially open the account, you put your money in the account with the Roth IRA, they're going to tax you up front for that right off the bat. Now, the good thing about the Roth IRA, though, is it's only once. And then after that, you never get taxed on it again. So you can, let's say you withdraw $59.5, and you've got yourself a couple $100,000 in there. Well, you paid the taxes up front on it when you initially open the account. All right, so you're not going to pay taxes on it when you withdraw. Now, with this one, you are taxed when you withdraw, and it's taxed as regular income with the traditional IRA. Okay, so it's something to keep in mind there. Now, the beautiful thing about that, though, like I said earlier here, for me, I was going to open up the traditional IRA for now because I don't foresee taxes going up short term. Now, they may go up long term for taxpayers, and when they do, I can transfer over to an IRA. I can roll all my funds over into an IRA, a Roth IRA. All right, and that should help me. So I'm only taxed once for it, and I don't have to. I can continue building my wealth, say over a span of like 10 or 15 years, and then when I get ready to retire and I want to withdraw that money, I don't have to worry about getting taxed on it. All right. There is an early withdrawal fee of 10%. So let's say you withdraw your funds here before 59.5 or right at 59.5. You're gonna pay a 10% fee for withdrawing early. All right. And the only other disadvantage that I see with IRAs, because again these are retirement accounts, the max contribution on them is $5,500 per year. So you can only contribute up to $5,500, and that's it. All right, and guys, this is why I keep saying that you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So this is just one tool to use for building wealth. For me, for instance, what I'm doing is I'm taking this IRA, I'm wrapping my investment in a nice little asset protection, like shielding. It's basically shielding me from getting taxed from the IRS. So I call it asset protection because that's really what it is. You're protecting your assets, and I'm wrapping this, this bundle of funds that I'm investing in. I'm wrapping it in this IRA, so it's protecting me. So I really think it is a good tool to use. Again, this is long term, so you have to be patient with it. And with the traditional IRA, I've got basically what I'm doing right now is I'm combining my asset allocation that I covered in a previous video on the All Seasons Fund. So I went out and hand selected my stocks or mutual funds that I'm using to index across the board, and I'm indexing across the board and allocating my assets inside this retirement account, so it's going to accumulate much faster than what it would if I had it in like just a regular account. Because I can go buy mutual funds in a individual account as well. That's not tax deferred or anything like that, and I'm going to pay much more in taxes each year for that. So it only makes sense for me to go this direction. All right. So that's the IRA, traditional IRA. Again, I'm going to make another video and we'll cover the Roth IRA. And we'll go over and explain you know, how that's different from the traditional. But for now, that's really about it. Again, I'll provide a link in the description below, so you can check out for yourself like what the exact details are on buying and selling stocks while it's in this account. Okay. Until then, guys, you know, keep grinding, keep working, keep saving your money, and you know, enjoy life, because you only get one to live. All right. So I'll talk to you guys here soon, and have a good day.